Every year, there's that one question K-drama viewers quietly ask themselves. What's actually worth watching? Because hype is loud. Posters are glossy, cast lists look impressive, but not every upcoming drama deserves your time, and definitely not your emotional investment. So this video is not an awards list, not a press recap, and not blind hype. This is a grounded, viewer-focused breakdown of the most talked-about K-dramas coming in 2026, what they're really offering, what kind of viewer they're for, and which ones are actually worth paying attention to. Let's start with the genre that's clearly running the year. Romance. Can This Love Be Translated? Is positioned as one of 2026's flagship romances. At its core, it's a story about communication, not just between languages, but between people who live very controlled, emotionally guarded lives. This is not chaotic romance. It's slow, polished, and character-driven. If you enjoy mature love stories where emotional tension builds through conversations and silences rather than dramatic twists, this one is absolutely worth watching. On the more modern end of the spectrum is Boyfriend on Demand, a virtual dating service, subscription-based romance, and a female lead burned out by work. This drama is clearly tapping into contemporary loneliness and emotional fatigue. It's playful on the surface, but it's really about the gap between fantasy relationships and real emotional risk. If you like romances that comment on current work culture and digital intimacy, this one stands out. Fantasy romance is also making a strong return, but with a noticeable shift. No Tale to Tell uses the familiar Gumiho myth, but flips the emotional direction. The female lead doesn't want to become human. She's forced into it. That changes the entire emotional dynamic of the story. This drama isn't about chasing humanity. It's about losing power, identity, and control. If you enjoy supernatural dramas that are more psychological than whimsical, this is one to watch. Then there's Perfect Crown, set in an alternate Korea ruled by a constitutional monarchy. A contract marriage between a modern prince and a chaebol heiress forms the backbone of the story. What makes this drama interesting isn't just the setting, but the way it blends traditional power structures with modern emotional dynamics. If you like palace politics, restrained romance, and high-budget visuals, this is clearly designed to be a major 2026 conversation driver. 2026 is also a big year for sequels, and some of them actually deserve the anticipation. Yumi's Cell Season 3 continues one of the most emotionally relatable romance series in recent years. This season is less about falling in love and more about compatibility, timing, and emotional maturity. If you've grown with Yumi as a character, this season will likely hit closer to home than earlier ones. A Shop for Killers. Season 2 is one of the strongest action thriller returns on the slate. The first season balanced emotional backstory with tight, survival-driven action, and the second season is expected to raise the stakes rather than soften them. If romance-heavy dramas aren't your thing, this is one of the safest recommendations of the year. There's also All of Us Are Dead Season 2. While the release timing is still uncertain, the demand hasn't faded. If the second season maintains the emotional urgency and character focus of the first, it has the potential to dominate late 2026 conversations. If you're someone who prefers darker, more grounded storytelling, 2026 does have options, just fewer of them. Made in Korea Season 2 continues its political crime narrative with a focus on ambition, power, and moral compromise. This is not a casual watch. It's slow, serious, and designed for viewers who enjoy layered storytelling over spectacle. Another important title is Embers, a period espionage drama centered on undercover intelligence work within a broadcasting station. While details are limited, the creative team suggests a focus on internal conflict and moral ambiguity rather than action-heavy thrills. This is one to watch if you miss restrained, thoughtful thrillers. On the grand dramatic end of the spectrum, The Remarried Empress and Scandals represent high-budget storytelling built for spectacle. These dramas are designed for viewers who enjoy emotional intensity, power struggles, and lavish production design. If you love long-form court politics and dramatic romantic turns, these will likely be among the most visually memorable dramas of the year. So yes, 2026 is packed with K-dramas, but it's a very specific kind of year. Romance and fantasy dominate, sequels feel safer, and thrillers, while fewer, are more polished. Whether this year feels exciting or repetitive really depends on what you're looking for. 2026 isn't about discovering K-dramas. It's about choosing carefully what's worth your time. I'm sure I didn't cover everything. Tell me in the comments which 2026 drama you're excited about.